He has some pretty powerful.
Some heavy mitts.
Yeah, mitts.
Chops.
He has like a skillet.
Frying pans, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco.
Exactly in that photo.
Gronk.
12 million views on that photo. Why was there so many views on that photo?
I don't know.
Just two Super Bowl quarterbacks taking a drop back.
Yeah.
It's a zoom-in photo that really got him.
12 million views. That performed very well.
Yeah.
I assume the Cleveland Browns social media people were like, hey, looky here. Okay, we put out what we thought was going to be a good interaction. Actually became a great one. 12 million views. We think we need to do a little bit more of this. We think we need a little bit more side-by-sides, a little bit more two handsome guys just playing the football game for the Cleveland Browns. Let's go and let that hit. And then I guess what had happened was the reason why I had so many views is people were judging the size of Kenny Pickett's hands yet again.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Kenny's been dealing with this since he came out of college.
Yeah.
In college, absolute beast. Led Pitt to an ACC championship.
Yeah.
Pitt, no offense to Pitt, but Pitt understands reality. Won the ACC with him. He was a dog first-round draft pick, comes and plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers, which obviously he was at school there for a long time. It does not work out. Okay? He ends up getting traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. He becomes a Super Bowl champion. He gets traded to the Cleveland Browns in the middle of a quarterback question mark that is bigger than I think we have seen in some time. It's certainly the most expensive question mark that we've seen in some time. And all anybody wants to talk about is the same thing from way before he was a Super Bowl champion and a whole different guy. It doesn't matter for guys like Kenny Pickett.
Does not.
He's able to spin it. And he has the gloves on, sure. Okay, Kurt Warner wore them at the end. Ben Roethlisberger wore it at the end. Peyton Manning wore gloves at the end. Teddy Bridgewater wore gloves. I mean, there's a lot of people that have wore gloves, but I do think that people say the gloves and sitting next to Joe Flacco, who has Gunther-like hands.
He does.
Just it was pretty negative reaction for that. But Kenny, hey, you're a Super Bowl champion, and we would like him to know we like him as a human, and we think he's just fine in the hands department.
We love Kenny as a human. Got to meet Kenny, got to spend time with Kenny. He's a guy that you can have a beer with.
You're on a softball team.
I was on a softball team with Kenny.
Teammates.
He was awesome. Teammates. He was a great teammate. The internet has not been kind to him. I don't like what they're doing with his hands thing. And there's this new thing that they're doing. They're saying that his fake slide set the Steelers organization back 5 years. I don't like them saying that either. I don't think they should.
Oh, you're talking about Pitt in the middle of the field where he ran, and then incredibly athletically
Yeah,
Drop the hip.
fake, and then, like flag football.
Flag, yeah.
Like a flag football move. Basically drops that thing and then skirts around because he has the quickness of a cat.
Boom.
And he's in the first round. That's why he's a first-round draft pick. And, they had to change that rule because people said if that's how we're going to play, we're going to go ahead and
Yeah, we're going to take quarterbacks' heads off.
we're going to do that one.
Might as well.
Boom.